All balanced out.
Well, we are not going to be able to do what we want to do here, so it is what it is. We have a place to fast travel back to, which is nice. So let's go to Gaikul. Gaikul. Enjoying Diablo? Of course I am, tall and thin. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. We just started the DLC today. This is our first day doing the expansion, and it's pretty badass. There's Sobu. Sobu! He's going to be helping us from now on. All right, so the good news is the streets aren't blocked anymore, so we can just run over here. So where is the... Right here, jeweler. They're right on the other side of me. Right here. In here? It's so hard. Like, they need to zoom in on the mini map a little bit. Right there, jeweler. All right, so first things first. We want to... I have to unsocket the stuff that's in there. All right, and then I want to add a socket to anything that didn't have a socket, right? I'm not going to worry about that because we're probably going to replace this pretty soon. And we're probably going to end up replacing the sword and stuff pretty soon as well, too, but oh well. So let's add a socket to that. That's going to cost us a little bit. Bam. All right, then after we have the socket, what do we want to do? We have to, we probably want to go temper then, right? I feel like tempering is the next stage. We'll put on, make sure that we get on the stats and stuff that we want on them. So that is done here at the blacksmith. So temper, we're going to start with our sword. So we have weapons or offensive. So the weapons ones that we have are, we'll stick to the legendary ones. I guess that's all we have is legendary ones. Shadow Step Cleaves. Chance for smoke grenades to deal double damage. Chance for rain of arrows to deal double damage. Chance for death trap to deal double damage. Chance for cal traps to deal double damage. Poison trap duration. Chance for flurry to deal double damage. Chance for dance of knives to do double damage. Is that a what? I don't even think I need to look any further, right? Maybe we should just in case, but I feel like that's a given right there. That's an easy one. I feel like that's probably what we're going to do. A 40% chance to deal physical damage, fire damage, or lightning damage. Barrage projectiles can be cast twice. Rapid fire projectiles to cast twice, and penetrating shot projectiles to cast twice. Puncture projectiles, heartseeker projectiles, and forceful arrow projectiles to cast twice. 40% chance to deal cold damage, poison damage, or shadow damage. That's pretty cool. So that's a way without having imbuements to sort of apply status ailments to somebody, which is kind of dope. Chance for blade shift to deal double damage. Invigorating strike cleaves. And chance for twisting blades to hit twice. It's not even close. It's not even close. I want that one. Give it to me. Right here. Come on. What's it going to be? Dance of Knives. 16%. It's the lowest percentage. Oh. It's the absolute lowest percentage. That feels bad. Oh, you know what I just thought? Don't you get an increased percentage if it's on a bow? I wonder if these stack. I wonder if I have one here and I have one here. Will it do double damage with both of those percentages? Does anybody know that? I would assume that these stack, but I'm not 100% certain. Because essentially it's like adding an affix, and most affixes all stack. The only thing that doesn't stack is the legendary affixes. I would assume they have to stack. I think I'm going to re-roll this one. I want to try and get more than 16%. Let's do it again. So it does cost more materials, and you can only re-roll 5 times for the 2 different slots that you have on it. So there are 2 different augments you can put on a weapon. Weapon, offensive. And you can roll, you have to roll 1 of each, right? I do believe. So we're going to have to at least be a little bit mindful to not waste all of our re-rolls. But let's re-roll this one. Come on, baby. 25%. Let's go. That's dash to deal double damage, so that's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. That. So agile augments is what we're putting on. %, Dance of Knives. Okay, I think I'll take that one. All right, so offensive. What are the offensive ones? Damage, just flat damage. Damage per dark shroud. That's kind of cool. 30. That goes up to 30%. Damage on next attack after entering stealth. 300%? Wait a minute. I wonder if we can snapshot this. Oh, this could be really, really, really good. Oh my, there's no way we can snapshot this, right? I guess we're going to have to sort of experiment with that. Oh, I kind of want to put that on there. Let's see what else there is. Smoke grenade size, agility, core damage, ultimate damage. Agility damage wouldn't be bad either because our spinning blades is an agility damage. Ultimate damage, critical strike damage, vulnerable damage, overpower damage. All of those are good. Well, I mean, the top two are for us. Damage per combo point, stun grenade size, shadow clone duration, or inner sight duration. Critical strike, marksman damage, marksman strike, critical chance. Basic damage, core damage, ultimate damage. Damage on poisoned enemies, trapped enemies, imbued damage. Caltrap size, caltrap duration, and traps armed faster. And then vulnerable, cutthroat attack speed. Attack speed might be good too. And then cutthroat critical strike chance. Boy, oh boy. There's two things on here that I would not mind checking out. So does this... This has a flat damage raise on it. Dude, this is taking damage to a whole new level, isn't it? It's kind of adding one multiplier on top of another multiplier. So part of me wants to take damage on next attack after entering stealth. Part of me wants to take that. But I also would not mind having attack speed. Cutthroat attack speed would be nice. Because our spinning blades is a cutthroat skill. So it's like an extra way to get more damage, essentially. Let's experiment with this. So what we want to get is the damage on next attack after entering stealth. The hope is that we can snap that shot this. So we enter stealth, we come out of it, and we spinning, and it lasts for the entire spin, not just the initial damage after coming out of the spin. That's the hope. And I would love that 300%. Come on, baby, 300%. Next attack after entering stealth, 228. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try that again. We can do better than 228, right? We don't have to have the absolute minimum. Come on, baby! After entering stealth, 237. Do we go for more? This is like gambling right now, isn't it? Doesn't that feel like gambling? Let's do it again. Come on! That smoke grenade size feels bad. All right, how many more rerolls do we have? That's this one. We have one. Oh, we only have one reroll remaining. Oh, please just get it on there. We're done, right? Yeah, that's it. Wow. That's what you get for gambling. That's why you never gamble. Wait, there's something we can do, isn't there? I don't know if we should do it. Let me back out of here. I think that there is... No, we don't have any. I think that there is a resource that you can use like a consumable that allows you to reset the tamperings, but whatever. Dude, that fucking blows. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. That's not good. That could have went way better. All right, it is what it is. These we want to break down to. All right, so what is the new one? This is the new ring. We want to start by tempering the ring, right? So we can have an offense and a resource thing on there. So offense, we can actually get it on here too, though, right? It says it right there. So we can get it on there. We can also get critical strike and all that stuff as well. We have vulnerable. We have max life, cold resistance. What did our other one have? Critical strike chance, critical strike damage. Yeah, so this is going to be an overall improvement. Let's try to get it again on here. Do it. Wait, let's make sure I got the right one, right? Subterfuge. Yeah, subterfuge. Okay, 291% damage on your next attack after entering stealth. There we go. All right, and then what about the resource one? What are these? Resource generation, resource cost reduction, up to 15% chance to restore primary. We don't need any of that. We don't use the resources. Okay. Agility cooldown reduction, shadow step cooldown reduction, caltrops cooldown reduction, dads. We don't need that, but can we get a reduction in the other one? The camouflage one, the one where we go invisible? Puncture resource generation, invigorating strike, energy regeneration, innervation, and adrenaline rush. No. Subterfuge. Yeah, subterfuge cooldown. That would be it right there. So you can get up to a 10% subterfuge cooldown. That could be useful to us. Dark shroud cooldown could be useful as well. Shadow imbued lasts for 1 to 2 extra casts. That doesn't matter to us. We always have it. Let's try and get subterfuge cooldown. Trap cooldown reduction. Boo! That one. Run it back. It's probably a waste to be doing all this right now, but I kind of want to learn the system too. Subterfuge cooldown. And I farmed some money last night to make sure we had enough. Again, trap cooldown. Are you kidding me? Come on! Hey, Dark Shroud cooldown reduction. I guess that's something. It's also the lowest it can possibly be. Right there. We have 2 more rerolls. 2 more. Dos. Trap cooldown. Are you kidding me? Are we going to get this unlucky where it never comes up at all? This is it. We get what we get now. Poison trap cooldown reduction. Wow, we just bricked it. Okay, so that sucks again. Dude, 2 for 2 on bricking items right now. Wow. I mean, I guess we did get the fucking damage after entering stealth. So there is that. All right. So the next one up was our arms. Tempering. We get an offensive on this as well. Okay. What do we have on these arms? Critical strike chance, vulnerable damage. Let's try and get crit damage on it. Wasn't there a crit damage one? Critical strike damage, 85% there. Yeah, let's do this one because if we don't get it, we can get vulnerable damage and that can still help. Overpower damage, the one we didn't want. Thanks a lot. So far, this is being very cunty, is it not? Like, this is extremely cunty so far. Overpower damage again because it's being cunty, like I said. Wow, this is actually dumb. critical strike damage. 80%, I'll take it. There we go. All right, now what are the utility ones? Chilling, plus 1 to 2 chilling weight. Shadow crash, or flurry size. I don't know what chilling weight or shadow crash are. Those got to be in the skill tree somewhere. Those are probably passives is what they are. And we're not using either one of them, so it doesn't matter. Chance to slow, chance to immobilize, chance to stun, and chance to freeze. I wouldn't mind the chance to stun one. Chance to daze. Smoke grenade cooldown reduction, smoke grenade duration. Invigorating strike duration, twisting blades returns faster, and heart seeker duration. And thorns, crowd control duration could be pretty cool. That could be pretty dope. And that's a high percentage too. And then barrier generation. So I think I would either want crowd control duration or chance to stun. I think those two would be the ones I would want. It's a 22% chance to stun too, or 17.5, I'm sorry. So it's 17.5% for either one of them. Let's go with stun because we already are kind of, we have a pretty good crowd control right now. So let's try and go for a chance to stun. So we got a 1 in 4 chance for this one. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on, you son of a bitch. Chance to stun. Chance to slow. Well. What is that? That is worldly fortune. And another one. Freeze or stun wouldn't be horrible. Chance to slow again, because repeat the same one over and over again, right? We have no more rolls, do we? Do we? Oh, we have 2 more rolls. Okay. All right, come on, stun. Chance to freeze. Oh, let's go one more. We're just going to use it. I want stun, so we'll go for it. If we don't get it, oh well. Chance to stun for 2 seconds. There you go. 15.5%. Bam. All right. That's a win. All right. That's all the pieces tempered, right then? So then those can be junk now. Oh, we do need to do the, what do you call them? The imprints on them. I feel like we need to change around some of these imprints. Like, we should probably take conceited off of this, because if you guys don't know, on a 2-handed weapon, it doubles the bonus that you get for the percentage of these. So, if we were to put conceited on something else, it would cut 36% chance, or increase damage down to 18%. But because it's on a 2-handed weapon, or I think you get 50% more if it's on an amulet, which I think this is probably a good one to have on the amulet, to be honest. So, we need a right here, an occultist for all that. So, let's put that one in there. What do we have that would benefit for doubling? Actually, that one right there probably would be, right? Oh, yeah, I think this is the one. Let's go with synergy then. What we're looking for is synergy. Synergy? We already have it on another piece, but look at that. So then it goes up to 50%. And oh yeah, look at, and then it doubles it. So using an agility skill reduces the cooldown of your next subterfuge skill by 40%. Using a subterfuge skill increases the damage of your next agility skill by 100%. That one's stolen vigor. Okay, I wanted to make sure that wasn't the one. All right, so we're going to have to change that on the arms as well. That needs to be taken off, which we were going to have to change the arms anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Do that. Bam. Like that. Really good. So then what about on the blade? What would be a good blade one? Well, let's put it in. Critical strikes with core skills. We don't use core skills. A curse touch, no. Arrow storms, no. Artful initiative. When you spend 75 energy, release a cluster of exploding grenades that deal 300 total physical damage and stun enemies for 1 second. Your stun grenades deal 39% increased damage. Well, this could be cool because stunning, obviously. And I think we have something, right, that increases our stun damage. I think it's in our skill tree, if I'm not mistaken. Let's keep looking. Breaching volleys, we don't use barrage. Bursting venoms, we don't use poison. Corruption, imbuement skills. We tested that one. I didn't notice a difference with that before. Creeping death, you deal 20% increased damage over time. No. Elements, gain 30% increased damage to a set. No, I didn't like that one. Encircling blades, we don't use flurry. Imminent imbuement, no. Inevitable fate, no. Inner calm, deal 10% increased damage. Triple this bonus when stand. No, we don't stand still. Iron rain, that's the storms. Pestilent, it's puncture. No, we don't use poison imbuement. When entering stealth, create a cloud that does 2,316 damage over 6 seconds. No. Retribution, distant enemies, no. Splintering shards, no. We already have star shards on the, I think on here. Yeah, right there. Stolen vigor, we already have. Surprise. When you evade or shadow step, you drop a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal 402 damage, physical damage, and stun enemies for a second, and does 36%. Okay, that could be kind of cool. I mean, we could evade all the time. We don't shadow step, but we can evade all the time. I don't know. Synergy we already have. Expectant, no. True sight. You deal 96% increased critical strike damage to enemies marked by inner sight. We don't use inner sight. That's unfortunate. That's a huge damage increase. Unstable imbuements. When casting an imbuement skill, you trigger an explosion around yourself. No. Volatile shadows. Your dark shadow is removed. You trigger an explosion. No. I don't think I want that. Twisting blades we don't use. There's so many. Boogie says, Rockitsauce, I just got a certified letter from my HR department. It scared the shit out of me. It was for our new insurance. Dude, Jesus, that moment when you're like, oh, did I just get fired? Did I just get fired via letter? That's not okay. Jesus, dude. Well, thank God it's for insurance, right? There's conceited again if we wanted conceited. So now you see it's 23%, not... Actually, it was 36% that we had before, right? So it's reduced. Icy Alchemist. Don't we have Didn't we have Icy Alchemist for a little while? This thing was pretty cool. This was like a bunch of explosions. And because everything was shadow imbued, essentially we froze them too at the same time, which was really... I really like that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, we used this for a bit very early in our playthrough. No rapid fire. Dash, no. There's just so freaking many. Toxic, we're not using any poison, right? Shadow imbued skills have up to a 75% chance to create a toxic explosion. No. Whenever penetrating shot. No, we're not using that. Caltrops and smoke grenades receive your stun grenade benefits And your thrown stun grenades that deal 233 physical damage and stun enemies for 1 second. Stun grenades deal. There's a lot of these that increase your stun grenade damage. Isn't there? Like a lot of them. You know, I think we're going to go Icy Alchemist. I think we're going to go with this one. I want to do that one because we're using our shadow imbuement. Boogie was like, I was like, what the fuck did I do? I thought I told a joke so good that HR wanted to hear it. That's not a good thing. Those jokes. Well, what was that joke that you told Tammy the other day? About her coot? You shouldn't have said it. What did we have on our other one? Our other one was synergy, and we moved synergy to here to get the double bonus from that, right? What did we have on this to begin with? Oh, this was the barrier one, right? This was the barrier one that we had there. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's do it. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right. So then, what do we have on this? Of the Moonrise. Damaging an enemy with a basic skill. We don't do that. So I immediately put that on. Now we got to figure out the ring. So the first ring we have, star shards on. All right, where did we leave off? We were at Trickster or something. Icy Alchemist. No, that's where we left off. All right, Infiltrators. Poison Trap. We don't use Poison Traps. Thorns. We don't use Thorns. When you enter or break stealth, okay, you drop. Dude, here's another one where... And look at stun grenades deal 30%, 39% more damage. Dude, I'm debating, should we be using fucking stun grenades? Because there is a lot that increases the damage of those. Do we have... When you hit a crowd-controlled enemy, there's a 40% chance for that. Oh, stunning. If we hit a stunned enemy, that would count as a what do you call it? A crowd-controlled enemy too. You have a 7% chance when a barrier acted. Okay, yeah, this is for creating a barrier. This one we have to change. That's Eyes in the Dark, Penitent Greaves. While at maximum stacks of momentum. Yeah, that one's good. This is the one we're changing. Dance of Knives. Skills deal 7% increased damage based on your primary skill. Skull and Steel. We could probably change this one too, to be honest. And then we just put that one on there. Shadow Imbued. I almost wonder, should we stack some of these and start using fucking... We could put on that one where if we dodge... You know what? Let's look this. Stun. Stun. So this would be all the stun grenade ones, right? Look at this. 39% increased damage on that one. 29% increased damage to stunned or knocked down enemies. So that could be useful. Distant enemies have... So even though we don't care about the whole 10% chance to stun enemies that are distant enemies hitting us, the 29% increased damage to stun enemies is cool. Evading or shadow stepping. This one is 36% increased damage. We don't need the flurry one. This one is another 39% increased damage to stun grenade damage. Caltraps and smoke grenades receive a stun grenade benefits. And throw stun grenades that... Okay, no, I don't think... That one's... Well, that's another 32% increased stun grenade damage. Dude, I wonder, can we do a stun grenade build? Oh, and look at this. Okay, this could be cool. When you spend 75 energy, you release a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal 300 damage. That's like no big deal, right? But it's an automatic way to drop down stun grenades without actually having to have them on our bar. So it'd just be extra damage added on. So that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 things, though, that we would use. That would be 5 slots that we would use up just to do stun grenades. Maybe not. Maybe not. No way. What got us started on this? It was like it was the one we were on. It was way down here. Opportunist, was that it? Yeah. When you enter or break stealth, you drop. Oh, that's what got us started. No, that's the one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I want to see what it does. I want to see what it does. Let's do it. And then on the arms, I think I'll put the one that gives us more damage against stunned enemies on there. Yeah. What do we have on our weapons?